black, you don't go back, they say. I guess
There we go.
that goes for phones too.
Hell yeah. All right, let's dive into this, dude. Dogs out there, we're back with another episode of the Pet Peeve podcast here. We're joined by Mike DeVito, three-time guest now, right?
Three-time guest, three-peater. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do this. So the very first one is your first response to it. Well, at least for the Wednesday here. Mike DeVito, anyone who says it's not the heat, it's the humidity that gets you. Yesterday, that was an appropriate pet peeve because in PA right
Bro,
now it's super
bro.
humid. And as soon as I walked into the gym, someone said a variation on this line to me, and I was cracking up, bro.
It's the most common, corniest thing to say. It's not the heat, the humidity that gets you. It's my biggest pet peeve. It's like, yes, we know it's humid, it's hot as fuck. Can I curse?
Yeah, do your
Oh,
thing.
okay, cool. Yeah, like no shit, bro. It's the bit that and buddy, when anyone says buddy. But yeah, it's the
Oh,
humidity that's gonna get you. A huge pet peeve. I hate it. Just shut the
that's a
fuck up.
common go-to. Two people, everyone defaults to the weather, something to talk about too. But that humidity one, but it is the humidity that gets you.
My new default is bicep size because I'm getting a little bit bigger. That
When you
creatine's
run out of
kicking
things to
in.
say, just flex on them.
I just flex on them, show them that tricep game. Do you know what I mean?
There you
Either
go.
they can step
There
to
you
the
go.
plate or they can't.
All right, I'll continue on. Next up, we got people with nothing positive to say. That's a great one to say to you because you always got positive stuff to say.
100%. 100%. If you don't have anything positive to say, shut the fuck up. It's that simple. Like, just be quiet. Like, especially, right? And especially for coaches. Nobody gives a crap how bad your day is going. Just shut up and say hi. Smile. You know what I mean? Like for 1 hour, just friggin' fake it. Yeah, it just all positive stuff or nothing. Nobody really cares. I get everyone's got their own stuff, myself included. Keep it to yourself, you know what I mean? Or have your support system, but outside of your support system, just shut up. Just say something nice. Keep it rolling.
My rebuttal to that is shout out to everyone out there that coaches more than 1 hour a day and for 4 hours a week. Shout out to all those people that do it
Yeah,
as a job. They
yeah.
understand that it can suck too.
100%. 100%.
Next
Right?
up,
I'm different where I don't need it, but yeah, if you got to turn it on, it's tough. Yeah, I'll give you that.
people who are dirty slash messy. I feel like this is starting to take shots at me. I'm like, bro, relax. Some of us just don't have those qualities in us. I do try to always clean up behind myself though. So
Yeah.
if they're talking about those kind of people, oh man, I hate that too.
Yeah, two different things, right? You're talking about cleaning up after yourself or just like your specific little area in life. Usually those
Right.
type of people blur their backgrounds. So you don't know how messy their house is.
That's funny. I always
That's
laugh
what
when I
the
see
blur is
that
for.
going on.
Yep,
I'm
yep,
like, it looks
100%.
so dumb. Are you a clean person, Mike?
Uh,
Here we go.
no comment. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. If I know people are coming over, you damn right, place is spick and span. But if not, you gotta live in your place. I like to
Live
say.
where you feel comfortable, right?
Yeah, yeah. I keep that lived in look.
That's funny. You're a well-kept guy though, so I can imagine you're pretty clean.
Oh, yeah,
Next
all
one,
this premeditated. Yeah, the living quarters not so much.
premeditated. You got the
Yeah,
half stash coming in right now, a little
that's
darker than
right. That's
usual. I
right.
like it. Guys who give mixed signals. This is a hotly debated one. A lot of people were responding and letting us know how they felt about that one. How do you feel about people that give mixed signals there, Mike?
So this is like dating, right? Or we're
I
talking
guess so.
about
That's
yeah.
how I
So
took it. Yeah.
so I get it. It can be an issue for me, right? I had a rough segment of my childhood growing up where like got made fun of and stuff like that. So I don't know. Flirting has always been my backfall. Like it just comes naturally to me. So it was like a defense mechanism I kind of created, and it just becomes natural to me. So it's not intentional when I do it, but yeah, 100%. Like I sometimes like if I'm in a nervous situation or I kind of resort to flirting. If it's intentional though, like people are just messing around, huge, yeah, that's not cool. You know what I mean? Be real or don't be real. Especially, and I think the people that do give mixed feelings on purpose 100% know the person they're giving them to want those feelings. So that makes it even worse.
So
You playing with people's lives.
how do you think how does someone give a mixed signal, right? Like give me a scenario where you think someone's like, all right, that person is making that other person think that they like them, but they don't actually think so. Like how do you even do that?
So I think especially if it's known, right, and the girl's single, right, and it's known, like as an adult, unless you're completely dumb, right, you should be able to pick up on when a girl's hitting on you. And if you
Hmm.
know that, if you know they're looking and you're in a relationship or you're just not interested in them at all, and you're kind of letting them continue to flirt and you're kind of flirting back, um, that's kind of mixed signals. You know what I mean?
Is
Just be upfront, be like, yeah, we're cool.
offering your cell phone number when it wasn't asked the mixed signal?
It can be.
Oh, here we go.
It all depends. I'm a little bit different where I'm very open. I'm big on vibes, right? So I could vibe with anybody. Doesn't matter the sex. If we vibe, we vibe. So feel free to message me as long as you understand. It's just that we vibe as friends. But I'm always clear about that, I guess. So if you're not clear about that, yeah, it's kind of stuff.
Hmm. Here we go. Next up, shorts that ride up in a bad way. Mike, what does in a bad way mean? What do you think?
There's no such thing as shorts that ride up in a bad way. They either ride up or you're just not wearing them right.
Mr.
Dude,
Jorts himself.
you know me, Mr. George. I would buy 2 inch seams, but it's illegal in Pennsylvania. So you know how my feelings
Oh,
about that. Let them ride or don't ride, or don't wear them at all.
there's a pet peeve right there, like the illegal in-seams, right? Like when you can't find shorts that are short enough, what kind of peeve level does that make you? Are you Ronald Weasley? Are you Ice Cube? Or are you Hiller versus
I'm
Spiegel?
gonna go straight Hilla versus Spiegel on that. Let me determine what's good for the crowd. Don't put
That's
limits on
funny.
my seams. I'm a
Oh
no
man,
limit
the next.
soldier when it comes to seams.
Oh, let it all show. Sun's out, thighs out.
That's right,
Next up,
baby.
I don't know if you guys usually I go by this rule. You people, I only repost two of people's pet peeves. The one that's white right there was the third one. I didn't repost that one. Halfway because that was their third one, and then also halfway because I didn't have a response for it. But leggings that fall down, I don't ever deal with that situation. But last
Same.
week I was dealing with actually when Selena and I were shooting the video for the Brawl in the Burbs, and I'm doing my last set of double unders. Like we're actually doing the workout, so I'm trying to get as far as I can. My shorts don't have a drawstring and they're coming down. So
Yeah,
one day I'll
yeah.
drop the bloopers reel of me hopping like a penguin with my shorts falling down doing
Yeah,
doing
you
the
don't
double
stop the
unders
wad.
thing.
You keep going. Let it all hang out.
I I tried to make it through. I couldn't survive here. This next one, now we're starting to get into it. Snapchat
Wait,
scores.
real quick. I don't wear leggings, but everyone does, and I know how cheap they are. They're cheap. Buy a brand new pair of leggings. You could buy them for $4 at Walmart. Should be no reason they're falling down. Unless you lost weight, then buy new ones.
Nah,
Sorry.
this is the bourgeois crowd right now. This is the Lulu leggings crowd. That's what's going on. Got to hold
They
on
might
to
have to
those for a
take a loan
while.
out then for some new ones, but yeah,
There you go.
that's
You and DeVito come together and get a little what's it called, crowd crowdfunding going on for the
that's right.
leggings.
That's right.
Next up, Snapchat score. Mike, do you still have Snapchat?
I do not. I don't know. I think at 35 it uninstalled itself when I turned 35. I think that's how it
Bro,
works.
for me, it was before COVID, so like 27, something like that. Like I couldn't believe that people are still sending it. After COVID, whatever you got to send me, then send it to me without it deleting. All right.
Yes. Dude, my son makes fun of me because I still use Instagram. So forget Snapchat. Every time I say something, he's like, nah, you're corny, bro. So yeah, no Snapchat.
What do the kids use?
I couldn't even tell you. It's not, he has a Snapchat. It's all types of other apps that similar concept.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
I'm not cool enough, I guess, for him.
Yeah, man. I didn't know the kids moved on from that. I guess TikTok and where are they sending
TikTok
stuff to
is
each other
huge.
though?
I'm just straight
Yeah.
Instagram. Matter of fact, the only time shit's on my Facebook is because it posts automatically from Instagram.
Same, same.
Yeah.
Kamala's laugh next up. I don't I blocked it out on the actual Instagram for some controversy because everyone could read what
Yeah.
the actual name was because I thought it was funnier that way. Does she
Yo,
have
it's the
an
cackle. It's the cackle.
does she have
It
an annoying
was
laugh?
it is. It's a cackle. Fun fact, I just found out about her. She was one of Montel Williams' side piece chicks back in the
I
day.
I I saw that,
Hysterical.
man.
And I
But
rumor is he got rid of her because of the cackle laugh. That I can't confirm. But
oh
it's gonna be
man.
she might curb it a little bit. She might be in speech therapy right now that she's gonna be hitting the campaign slopes. But
Now
yeah,
she's
it's
on the
funny.
real trail.
Yeah, she might keep it a little bit realer. So, but it's a funny laugh. Yeah.
How much does people's like things like that bother you? Like if someone has an annoying laugh and you're around them, like where are you at on the scale? Are you Ronald Weasley? Are you Hiller?
Uh I'm indifferent to it. I think it gives people
Come
character.
on, you're the positive guy.
Yeah, it gives people character. If it's super annoying, you know what I mean? Like something out of Seinfeld or something. I might giggle a little bit in my head, but no, that's what makes people them. You know what I mean?
Positive Mike, staying through it. Next up here, cleaning up Excel messes. Me as a guy, I use Excel probably 4 times throughout the whole year. And I usually have people around that can clean up my Excel after me. So I can't really relate to this one because I'm the mess causer. What about you?
I can 100% relate to this. So besides gym stuff, right? I do analytical work for my full time gig. I'm always in Excel. I couldn't tell you how many times I'll get someone's Excel file, and I'm like, "What are you, 5?" Like, I'm always cleaning up Excel messes. Always, always, always.
How
So
where
it is
like
that
where do
is a
you
big
get
big pet peeve of mine.
what sets you off the most? Like what takes you up the hill or what thing that you see in the Excel takes you off?
I guess just like horrible format, right? Or if you're presenting something and you have it horribly formatted, or you didn't get rid of the grid lines, it's just little stuff like that, kind of. Or if you have different graphs and they're all types of different fonts, like no, just be better. Just be better.
Pray that I never send you an invoice. I never send you a order sheet for any t-shirts or anything like that. I actually got to work on that after this. So I'm inspired by all you guys. I'm going to try to make it a little bit better,
To just
a
go
little
on
more
YouTube.
professional looking.
Just go on YouTube.
Well, the thing is, I know how to do it. It's just I'm lazy by the time I actually go to like format it all, you know.
Fair
But
enough.
now I think I've done it enough that I have it down a little bit more that I can put some effort into it, and I got
But
enough
and
time
you're
out
not
that I don't
doing
have
it
to
for a
rush through it.
job though. That's different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
When it's
yeah,
your job, like to use it all the time, be better. If you just
it
create
should be
invoices
better,
here and
right?
there, like who cares? You know what I mean? But so you're fine. But when it's your job, just be better.
Right. I'm gonna take up this one, then I'll let you like rattle off some. Like we got when farts are audibly moving around inside of you, and I was like, that's very descriptive, and I know exactly what you mean, like when you're trying to hold a fart in.
Yeah.
But bro, at this point in my life, in most scenarios, like let it rip. You know,
Yeah.
obviously not if you're around a lot of people that you need to be a little bit more professional, but like, dude, do your thing. You know,
I think if you announce it, I think it's cool. Like if you just
yeah,
silent bomb someone and peace out, that's messed up. But if you announce it like, yo, here it comes, it's on them to get out of the way or not get out of the way. And audibly move, yeah, it sounds like we're talking bubble guts. I mean, that's life. You gotta let it out. We're all on that protein tip, so it's gonna happen. Just
facts.
bask in it. That's extra protein if someone farts next to me. You know what I mean? I'm taking that in. It's a little bit of extra protein.
Yeah, dude. Are you a serial farter? Are you letting people know? Are you silent but deadly? What are you doing with it?
I'll let you know. I'm big on the guess what game. I'll be like, hey, guess what? And they're like, what? Like, there you go. That's what.
In
Yeah.
scenarios with everyone around.
Everyone around, guy, girl, don't matter. Don't matter.
How long do you have to know someone before you're farting in front of them?
A week, not too
Oh,
long. You
there
got to
you
know
go.
who I am. You know what I mean? This way, either I know if we're gonna vibe or we're not gonna vibe. You know what I
Good
mean?
stance. They know right away.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, take some. Read some. Tell us what you were thinking about them.
Oh man, so many pet peeves. All right, a big one for me is when you're in traffic, when you're at a light and it's there's traffic, you can't go yet, but it's green and you're stopped there
Yeah.
at the line. Inch out into the middle of the intersection. That is what you're
Oh God.
supposed to do. So when it turns red, the 3 people in front of me, including me, can go. When you sit at the light and then I watch you go from green to red, I want to come out of my car, rip them out of the car, and beat the ever shit out of them. It's probably my biggest pet peeve, and not too much
Oh
bother
man.
me, but that's right there. I'll hold down my horn, dude.
Oh, you're a horn guy.
Yeah, that's what it's there for.
How many
That's what
times
it's
a
there
week do
for.
you think? How many times a year do you think you use your horn? Your horn?
Yeah, I couldn't even. There's not a
Crazy amounts.
mathematical equation to get me to that number. It doesn't
Are
exist
you the
yet.
dude that would run out of battery in the horn? That'd
A
be
hundred percent,
hilarious.
100%. Especially if I'm
That's
mad. That's
so
like
funny.
it's not a tap. It's a tap and hold. At least 3 seconds.
Oh man,
Like get your life
Mike's the
together.
guy. He's picking the car out based off the horn sound.
100%.
Yeah,
What's that from The Mask with Jim Carrey when it's like that old school. I can't
yeah,
even do the
yeah,
noise, but that's what I want
yeah.
and loud as shit too. Yeah.
Like one of those kind of guys.
Yes. Yes.
Dude,
Get out the way.
speaking of traffic related ones, I've had this happen not that many times, but when it does, I am infuriated. I'm like killer times 5, bro. If
Yeah.
I see you slow down pulling up to a yellow light, Oh my God. I am
Yes,
going
yes,
nuts. Like literally stop at yellow. One time in my life that really happened to me, like right in front, and it was like one lane road with like turning lanes on either side, and I couldn't
yeah,
like hit to go around them. This dude pulled up and stopped at a yellow. Like, bro, this isn't a stop sign. What are you
yeah. You
doing?
should lose
Like,
your license immediately. I'm not saying
oh
speed
my
up,
God.
but keep going. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, there's
Yeah.
people behind you that have already made the choice to go. Now you're messing up their choice. So
Oh my God.
think about other people. Don't be selfish. Don't be
For
selfish. I'm
sure.
with you on that one. With you on that one.
Because it's not it's everyone else that's on the road that's the danger, you know, like you
100%.
don't have to worry about it when it's you. If it's other people, and not like you could be a bad driver, but like you being surrounded by other bad drivers, that's where the danger comes in, you know.
100%. I'm going to give you
You know
another
another,
traffic one. Go ahead. You go.
hit me.
Another traffic one. Listen, look it up if you don't think it's real. The zipper merge. The zipper merge is the way to merge. So when everyone's yelling at me because I'm waiting to that last possible second, that's what you're
Yeah.
supposed to do. It
Yeah,
works. When everyone gets over a mile and a half early, that's what causes traffic jams. It's called
for
the
sure.
zipper. There's a nice illustration. You go last second, you're in. Last second, you're in. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's already been invented. Just follow it.
And I'm not gonna lie, this may make me sound like a fool because I learned about this. Like this is one of those I learned. I was today years old when I found this out. But the power of Instagram, man, the pet peeve box is how I learned about zipper merging. Like 2 years ago when I started
Yeah.
this, a year ago whenever I started it, it's a lot of traffic related pet peeves.
Yeah.
And my friend Aaron Layton brought up the people that don't zipper merge, and I literally YouTubed it after that because I mean you probably learn about it in driver's ed before, you know, but like you don't retain all that information when you're just getting it out of a
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
So someone told me, I go YouTube it and I'm like, oh, that does make sense. And
Yeah.
now every time that I'm getting on an off an intersection, I'm like, I
Yeah.
do it like that, right? And I see how the traffic starts if some assholes pull it off in the middle, you know.
Yeah.
Related, I was telling my mom about this last week. I'm taking her to the airport, right? And my next pet peeve is based off this. My mom drives fast. She was born and raised in the city of Chicago. There are even more aggressive drivers out there than we are
Yeah.
in Philly and Jersey, dude. So she's driven like aggressively my whole life. Um, I am definitely a more conservative driver. We were driving through Delco, like down to the airport. And sometimes you gotta be a little bit more assertive over there. So I was driving a little bit faster. And
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
like freaking out in the car. I'm going 80 on in a 70. She's like, you're going above the speed limit. I'm like, if you're going under 75, they should pull you over right here,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So my pet peeve is parents and then anyone else that drives aggressive that have the nerve to talk to you about it when you're driving aggressive, you
Yeah, you
know?
were apparently raised by Dom Toretto himself, if it was a girl. And then she's got the nerve to yell at you after that's how you learn.
Right.
You know, I learned from you, Dad. I learned it from you,
Right.
Mom. That's exactly what happened. So,
And she's a
yeah,
good driver. Like she doesn't drive bad or dangerous, right? She's a
yeah.
great driver. She's just aggressive, you know. She grew up as a city driver, so that's the way she drives. And then it has the nerve to come back to me. And I'm like, come on now. Let's be
You know,
serious.
I get it as a parent. We're just looking out. Anything I do
For
in the
sure.
car, I'd probably be extremely pissed off if my son started doing it. My son's a super nerd when it comes to driving. He takes after his mom, follows the rules and everything. So I'm happy for him. But yeah, to me, if you ain't first, you're last. So yeah,
That's
I
funny.
get it.
But everyone out there, monkey see, monkey do. That's how life is. That's just
Yeah,
what it's gonna be.
100%.
Um, back to our list a little bit. This is another good one. People who instantly sound fake when they speak or speak with an attitude all the time. Those are actually two different ones to me. The people
They
that
are. I
instantly
agree.
sound fake, I can accept it if it's part of your job, like if you're in a broadcasted role to like put on like a character almost and have the
Yeah,
voice for that. But I don't like it when people do it like just in regular life. There's this amazing soundbite out there. I think it's from Deion Sanders, and he's talking to the interviewer. He's like, "Can you start over the interview and can you use your voice like how you were talking before when we were sitting down?" Because he
yeah,
put on his media voice. I know I just went against that. And he's like, "Bro, we was just talking, we was cool, and then you put this voice on and started shitting on me." You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's exactly how I feel all the time. And then if you have an attitude all the time, be more like Mike. Be happier. You know, at
Yes,
least some of the time.
yes, dude. And you're so right because there are two separate things. So the first one, yeah, first the when you sound fake. So I work in corporate and I'm always an HR risk because I don't have that. that fake side. You know what I mean? I
You
just
never
how I am.
bumped it.
Yeah, how I am is how I am. So just don't sit me next to HR. Will probably be good.
When God was making you, he gave you the bicep cup and then just skipped out on the HR voice.
Skip
Like,
that on the HR
get rid of
voice.
that.
They just like, you know what? We're good. We're good here. So just yeah, be real because whether they know it or not, it comes across fake, and people,
Right.
and unless you're talking to other fake people, they don't know you're coming across fake because they're busy being fake themselves. So it's just a circle of fakeness, so no one knows they're being fake. But yeah, real people pick up on it all the time. Just be yourself,
For
and if
sure.
yourself is boring, I don't know. Don't find a way to not be boring. Again, most people, no one's boring. They just don't know how
Find
to
a
be
hobby.
themselves.
If you're
Yeah,
boring, find a hobby and go
exactly.
talk about that, you know?
Exactly. And yeah, when you find something you're passionate about, it, you're gonna come across that way. So don't be fake. Dude, and if you have an attitude, first of all, especially from a girl, like no girl's that pretty to have an attitude. No dude's that
Right.
handsome to have an attitude. So just dude, lose the attitude. You woke up this morning, right? You got to go to the gym or you got to go buy your latte. What are you pissed off about?
Your
Fucking be
latte.
happy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's
damn, like
funny.
yeah, pissed off people or attitude just
Yeah.
yeah.
This is another one I feel like is a shot to us drivers who don't use their blinkers. I'm 50% of the time if I'm using my blinkers, depends on where I am, and I'll hit my
Yeah.
rear view if there's no cars too close to me. I'm turning. That's just what it is. Are
Yeah,
you always
I'm
on the
with you on
blinkers?
that. If I put it on, it's probably after I've already done what I had to do, and it's just like, oh shit, I
Right.
probably should have did it. So I'll just do it just to do it. But yeah,
Right. I had
but
an
you know
uncle
what?
who
But
was
if
the
you're specific with your moves, you don't need it. You know what I mean?
yeah, you're cool.
You could read
If
my car
everything's
body
safe,
language.
if everything's safe, then you should be good.
Yeah,
And that's one thing I'm
hundred
gonna do is
percent,
keep it safe. I had
hundred
an uncle
percent.
growing up, and he was the most regular dude ever. There was totally no one after him, but he always used to say, like when I was growing up, I don't use my blinkers because people might be following me. I'm like, dog, no one is after you.
No, I like that. I'm gonna use
Like,
that. I'm gonna use
no
that.
one is after you. I promise you that no one's tracking your moves, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
putting resources behind you.
Well, he's right. Nobody was tracking him because he didn't use his blinkers. He knew
He
what was
was
up.
deflected him,
Yeah, he's just ahead of
deflected him.
his
All
time.
right.
Ahead of his time.
I'll give you that. Here we go. This one we start to get even funnier then. I'll expose this person because I think they'll won't be upset about it. That Jalen Hurts isn't my baby daddy yet. That's from Westchester, crossing Westchester's own Morgan Jaffe, however you say her last name.
Oh,
I
okay. Yeah, I know
told
Morgan.
her I think that's a personal problem,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't get it. I'm not into dudes, but I guess he's all right. I don't know.
Come on now, dog. Jalen Hurts is handsome.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I guess. I guess.
Oh my
I'm
God. All
just,
right, let
I
me
don't
ask you this
know.
question.
I'm not buying it.
I know you're secure in your manliness here, so let me just ask this question. If you were a chick, what like famous dude would you go after? Like who's your type?
I was a chick. What famous dude? It doesn't have to be specific to sports, right? Just a famous dude.
Well, yeah, someone that like most people are gonna know when they hear this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Gosling, Ryan Gosling.
Goslin? Okay, you're
Yeah.
into the Barbie type. All right.
No, I think more just his personality. You know what I mean? Like Ryan Gosling in Nice Guys,
Nice
not
guys.
Ken.
Not Ken.
Yeah, not Ken.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got you.
just his overall vibe.
Got you. I'm gonna go. My a lot of people that know me are gonna know this already. My man crush is Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
Um, Thor.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, of course, of
a
course.
uh, I feel like that's a good one up there. And Jalen's up there. He's a handsome dude. His play last season definitely let me down a little bit, so he
Yeah,
dropped a
yeah.
couple of spots on the list
100%.
overall, but he's still pretty high up there. Those are our man crushes out there,
Yeah, I'll give it
unfortunately.
to you. I guess he'd be my third baby daddy, I guess.
Third baby
Yeah,
daddy.
we'll
Who's
put
number
it. Well,
two?
I don't know. I'd have to think. I'd have to
Come on, we
think.
got to give some
I
love
just
to
know
some
he's
ball
not
guys.
number two. I just know he's not number two.
I'm gonna give some love to some ball guys out there. The Rock is high up there for me. He's a handsome dude as well, of course.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
let's see what if
A
we
little
have
too
another
big.
handsome.
Jason Statham. I'll have to go Jason Statham number two.
He's more medium sized. There you go.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, Now let's see. People who constantly talk when the coach is going over the workout. Oh man, that was a well liked double tapped
yeah, yeah,
one
yeah. If
yesterday.
you're a
People really
coach,
like that.
that's gonna hit hard. It's gonna hit home and hard. Yep.
Yeah. It's man. The way I look at it now, it's like, yo, you're paying this money to come here and utilize this resource. So like, if you want to ruin that experience for you, then that's on you. Like
100%.
you could come here and just get a good workout it if that's what you're into. Like when I start the clock, you could be going. But most people gravitate towards CrossFit because they want to get better,
Yeah.
whatever that means for them. So if you're missing out on the time periods where the coach is facilitating that better, then that's on you.
Yeah. I'm with
Um,
you on that. It did that never really phased me as a coach. You know what I mean? And if it was annoying enough where it was impacting other members, you know what I mean? When I'm trying to go over the workout strategy or something like that, that's one thing. But if it's not bothering anyone else, like yeah, you're listen, your check went through. You talk if you want. That don't phase me.
Yeah, it's
But
an
I get
annoying
it.
thing for me because I got a lot. I'm dropping a lot of cues,
Yeah,
tips, and things like that. So it's super annoying. But now at this point, I'm like, I've learned to command a room to have to deal with that later, man. Like one of my first four classes at CrossFit Westchester, there was freaking 31 people in the class, and it's
yeah,
just what you learn to deal with.
but yeah,
This
hundred
is
percent.
funny. Loud freaking chewing, especially gum. Oh man, that
Yeah,
doesn't bother me. Is loud chewing for you?
that don't bother me at all. It bothers my wife a shit ton. You know what I mean? I
Oh
guess she's
shit.
like an audio person like that. No, that shit don't bother me at all. Yo, chomp away. It sounds delicious. You got any more? You know what I mean? Throw a
It,
piece my way. It's
if
cool.
it's enough, I feel like it might get to me. But yeah, I don't usually notice people's fucking chewing. Like I don't know
Yeah,
what like. I know there is a lot of people that are audiophiles that like really tune in on that, but I'm like, I don't hear a lot of things. I'll hear like odd noises, but not stuff like that. Here we go. Now we're gonna take this from pet peeves to dating relationship advice with Mike DeVito in a second. This
okay.
person said, I turned my life all the way around. I'm 37 and still single. It's a little annoying. Mike, what tips do you have for the single people out there right now? Where can they meet people?
So I think that's where most people mess up is when you're staying single. I think they're just trying too hard to not be single.
Mhm.
So I think they need to dial back a little bit, just relax, do what they want to do, whatever makes them happy, and try to meet people that way. I guess. Be aggressive. Like if you're into someone and you want to know if they're into you, let them know. Let them know what's up. But I think
You're an upfront kind of guy. Like
yeah,
how
well,
long
I think you have
after?
to be like, don't grab somebody. You know what I mean? But it's we're not 12. It's okay to go up to someone and be like, yo, like you're cool, I'm cool, but let's go on a date. I guess.
Right.
But and I think people that are perpetually single and they're 37, I think they just because they've been single so long and they're nervous about it, they just keep trying too hard. So they get in that door and then they just try so hard where it's probably a turnoff to people. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And yeah, I guess a big pet peeve of mine would be like when you hear these single people talking about like, oh, it's so hard being single. Why can't I find a guy? It's like, well, first of all, you probably talk way too much. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, just stop telling everyone how bad it is to be single. Just live your life.
yeah.
Yeah,
Stop hyper focusing on that and making us focus on it too. Yeah.
yeah, because that would be if I was single, that'd be a big turn off for me. If you're just
Right. So
constantly going on about that.
where can they go to meet people? Where's the happening spots right now?
Trying to think of something funny, but so I guess it's really just like it's got to be where you're going to spend most of your time. You know what I mean? So if you're a gym rat, you're probably going to want to meet somebody at the gym or some other place that you're frequently at. If it's out in the club, I think that's just a bad place. I think most people out in the club are just there looking for a one night stand or just trying to do their thing solo. I think that's not the best way to go. Um,
Club scene, ain't it?
I don't think so. You know what I mean? I don't know too many friends of mine that met someone in the club and are
Facts.
married to them. You know what I mean? Or it's been a long term relationship. It happens, but I think that's just more, just happened naturally. I think just live your life, do what you do, and try to find people that you vibe with and try to let it grow from there organically. Yeah,
Hell
that'd be
yeah.
my best advice.
Let the
Dude, the club
vibes and
is
the
for fucking
frequencies
coke
do
and,
their
and dancing,
things.
not for finding the love of your life. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I feel that. Here we
I've
go.
been
This
married a
is
long
I
time too, so I've been out the game. So
I was
I
gonna
don't
say you
know.
never had to really experience the dating app life, so shout out to you for that. What was I gonna say? This is I experienced this in real time. When you go out to eat with friends and they be on their phones the entire time. Do your thing, but I want people to engage if I'm with them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna police your phone. It's the one that like is on their phone like for a lot of different reasons and stuff like that. I won't police that,
yeah.
but I agree with this one. You should engage with people if you are around them to engage.
Yeah, 100%. And I think I'm with you in that boat. Like, I'm a phone person too, so I'm always on my phone, so I get it, dude. Every once in a while, put your head up though and just throw a yeah. You know what I mean? When everyone's
Right,
conversating. Yeah,
right.
but I
Like try
won't. I
and get.
won't get on two people for that.
Yeah, I won't gauge. This one was funny. The pet peeve for them was the Wawa parking lot, and I'm like, damn, the Wawa is the one place like, especially on the East Coast, where I think about like we come together, we put our differences aside, and we try not to beef, and everyone tries to be on their p's and q's.
Yep,
But I
yep,
do remember that Barstool did the thing about like worst parking lots, and
yeah.
Wawa was like number one because of like parking and fighting and like drug dealing that goes on in there.
Yeah, but
Do
that's
you
what
have a
makes PA so tough, right?
right?
You're either made or you're left behind in that Wobble parking lot. So to me, I love living here. I'm glad that my son gets to drive and learn in a Wobble parking lot. It's like growing up in New York, right? Or like living in
Right.
Philly. Like, yo, you got to learn to drive in the tough areas. Wobble parking lot. Listen, you sink or swim time, baby. I'm for it. I'm all for it. I think it should be a part of the driving test. You should have
The
to pull
driving
the
test.
and
Can you
not yeah,
navigate a
not even like
Wawa?
a nice wallet, like a real shitty wallet that's in like a horrible area with really shitty parking, crowded with people,
Like
crackheads,
down
all
the
that.
city,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to be able to navigate it, baby. If you could navigate a bad area of Wawa, you probably have no issues in life at all, ever.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Wawa?
Yeah, I have my Wawa. It's the one. It's 6 blocks from my house. I can walk there if I have to.
Closest to?
Everybody knows me. They got my order ready to go. Yeah, yeah. I think everybody has their Wawa, or maybe multiple Wawas. You have your home Wawa, your work Wawa. Yeah, I got my Wawa. Those are my peoples. Shout out store 753.
My favorite Wawa ever is actually still the one from my hometown back in Horsham. I rarely ever go there, probably like 4 times in the past decade. But I know 100% what my top two least favorite Wawas are ever.
Yeah.
My least favorite Wawa ever in the number two spot is easily the King of Prussia Wawa. That is
Okay.
across from the Target. You probably don't go there a whole
I've
lot
never
either.
been to that one. Yeah.
It's right next to Target and Chick-fil-A, so it's always slammed. People
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely cannot drive in there, and I just feel like they are like the coffee's never hot. They never
Yeah.
have it hot and ready. It's always impossible to get a gas station spot there. And then my least favorite Wawa ever. This one doesn't even have a gas station. It's the one in Bridgeport, and it's just small, and that it's
That's the
small.
one I know. The little one, right?
Yeah, the little one, right
Yep.
there.
Yep. And
It's
it's always
small
packed.
in a big area and always packed.
Yeah.
So
It
just
sucks. That one
always
sucks.
slammed.
Yeah.
And for all the comps, whenever I would order coffee, I'd try to pre-order it like so that it's ready beforehand, and it's never ready. They're
Yeah.
always still prepping it while I walk in there. It's like, what was the point of me ordering on the app then?
Yeah.
Like, come
And
on now.
nobody's like nice in there. Everybody just seems pissed off. I mean, I guess I'd be pissed off if I was in that wallet too all the time. But like,
Yeah,
I'm not saying I need Chick-fil-A energy, but like, I need a smile. You know what I mean? That's
right,
all.
right. But yeah, so I hate that. And then I'll take that a step further and have my pet peeve. My pet peeve for this episode is when you pre-order stuff and it's not ready when you get there, like
Yeah.
on an app or something like that. Like, bro, what was the point of me doing this
Yeah.
like this?
You
Like,
use technology to not be the idiot in line, and now you're just in line like everybody else. What's the point? Dude,
oh
it's
my
like buying
God,
a
I
fast
hate.
pass at an amusement park and then it not getting you on the ride any faster. What is
Oh
the point?
man,
Yeah,
yeah.
just stupid.
My
I'm
buddy and
with
I
you.
were talking about that the other day. The fast passes, when they work, they work. But then if anything goes wrong, you're in the regular line with everybody else with
Yeah.
the fast
And it's just
passes.
like, look, I was just up in first class. Now you got me down here in steerage. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Right.
not cool. I was just living the good life. Now I got to like look these people in their eye. Like, I was just above them. You know what I
And
mean? And I love that feeling at the water park when everyone's just like,
Mike, at the end of the episode, do you have any other peeves you want to drop on the people?
two pet peeves. Yeah, I'm going to drop on you. First one, second one's going to be deep. And it's bothered me for a long time.
Let's go.
But the simple one is anyone who thinks that Cocoa Krispies are just as good or if not better than Cocoa Pebbles. Biggest pet peeve of mine. Cocoa Krispies are garbage. Remember, that's the one that's like chocolate rice Krispies. I think it's got like a chimpanzee as the mascot. Absolute garbage. It was made to compete with Cocoa Pebbles, which is the goat. Anyone who thinks Cocoa Krispies is better probably would vote for communism or something like that. They're just, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. They probably eat cheese nips instead of Cheez-Its. And that's a whole
So
type of nonsense.
one, everyone out there, get better cereal choices, and two, don't vote for communism.
Don't vote for
You know,
communism. Get better cereal. I'd rather someone buy like chocolate O's, you know what I mean? Like the real cheap brand versus like the wannabe Cocoa Pebbles. Because at least, hey, you're just
facts.
trying to save money. I get it. But if you're going to buy Cocoa Krispies, get out. Get out.
That's hilarious.
And
All
then
right,
the
hit us with
last
the
one,
deep
the
one.
deep one. This has been bothering me ever since probably TGIF on ABC, right? Family
Wow.
Matters. Anyone who could walk away from that show and like or even remotely think Laura Winslow was a good person is absolute garbage out of her mind.
What?
Horrible person. Dude, Steve was the man. Loved her. Did anything he wanted. Don't fret, my pet. I'm here for you, blah, 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 blah.
My pet.
She only gave him the time of day when he became Stefan, which was only a part of his personality, right?
Uh-huh.
She even made him choose in the end to be Stefan forever, and that's why they got married. But who was there the whole time when Steve was Steve?
What was her name?
Myra. Now, Myra
was fine.
She was a little crazy, right? But all the hot ones are a little crazy. She loved Steve for Steve, and Steve was just obsessed because Laura was the neighbor from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, he had a cool brother-in-law, I guess, when they got married, Eddie, but like people shitted on Myra, and it still bothers me to this day. R.I.P.
I do feel
the actress passed in real life. But
because Laura was fine, but so she was, the other chick was too, though.
Yeah, Myra was way finer. She actually loved. She wanted to marry Urkel, not Stefan. Do you know what I mean? Stefan would have just been maybe the bonus he pulled out every now and then. You know what I mean in the bedroom. But Laura was like, she was selfish about it, and everybody thought she was an angel. And I don't like it. I don't like it. So if you're in the camp of Team Laura, I don't know. Just get out. I ain't buying it. I don't trust you.
That's real. I 100% support that, man. But that's how life is. Everyone's always going for the pretty shiny things over the stuff with some substance, you know?
Yeah. Agree. Go with the substance, baby. Go with the substance.
Always.
Substance girls cook better too.
Hell yeah, they do. No, that's what we need. We need a sequel show cook off between Moira and Laura. Oh, yeah. Moira passed. R.I.P. Oh man.
But the spirit lives on. Do you know what I mean? The spirit lives on.
Yeah.
I'll cook in her place.
All those, I'm not gonna say what kind of shows get reboots and they get like Boy Meets World gets Girl Meets World, all those different shows like that. We need some of our classic black shows to have a second.
That's the thing. The reboots, like a lot of them are such garbage. Like I don't know if you can redo so Family Matters I love, but what Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I still quote some of that stuff. I still remember when his dad came to visit and then try to bounce on him. We're gonna have to save that trip for another time. How come you don't want me, man? Like shows
Saddest
like that
episode ever
don't exist anymore. I like my son would watch shows and they're all goofy and some of them are funny, but there's no like life lessons.
I ain't gonna lie. There's a new Fresh Prince out there, and the first 2 seasons were good.
Yeah,
like the new Fresh Prince. I don't know if you watched that one.
And it was more of like a serious note throughout the whole thing, right? It wasn't that. So I respect it for that because it was a different thing.
It was funny in a different way. Like they weren't telling jokes, like because they don't have comedians on there. It was funny in the way of like this scenario was funny.
Yeah,
you know,
dude. Remember when Carlton got the gun?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, he was like, "I'm getting mine. I ain't gonna be scared no more." And they was like, "Give me the gun, Carl." Like that was you were like, "Oh shit!" Like gun violence is crazy. Yeah, it was. It made you think. You had what was Full House. Right? Remember when the pop-up came to visit from Greece and then he died and they had to tell little Michelle why he couldn't go to her show and tell? Dude.
Well, I mean, the whole basis of the show, just them being without their mom, you know, when they like start to address it a little bit back and forth and like DJ trying to grow up as a girl without a female figure, you know, like all those different things, you know, shows definitely.
She didn't have a good figure until what was Jesse's? Rebecca. Until Rebecca came on the show.
Aunt Becky, yeah.
Yeah, Aunt Becky, like she had no feet. She had her friend who was pretty cool, I guess, but she had Uncle Joey. Uncle Joey. Yeah. He was the only weird one. Like he was just living in the basement, I guess. But you never saw the basement either. So I don't know if it was just the closet or whatever, but yeah. At least Jesse was related. He was the actual uncle. He was the sister's brother.
Yeah, Uncle Dave was just like the dude that was friends with him from college or something like that.
Yeah, he was just the bum that lived in the basement. They just got the title of uncle. He didn't earn it. He may have earned it later on, you know, because he dealt with all their problems. But
That's funny.
He did help Stephanie find her courage ball when she was in the dentist. The little
They were
dangly
the
thing, and that was
odd
the
ones
courage
together.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Yeah.
get that. Respect, Joe.
He got his one little thing going on there.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
yeah.
justice for Uncle Dave, too, man. We got to salute all the weird ones also.
Yeah.
All right, dogs. It's been another great Peeves episode with Mike Devito here. Finally got Devito to use this mic. We're getting out of here.
It works good too. I
It
could
works
get into
good.
some like ASMR stuff.
These are our radio voices right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna start an
God.
OnlyFans,
We're
but
not
just
going to put that in
ASMR.
there.
That's gonna be my
That's
OnlyFans.
funny.
I don't know if you could hear my bicep. Now you can hear my bicep flex, but I'd imagine
Can
it
you
would
hear the
sound cool.
bicep crunching? That's
It would
hilarious.
sound cool if it was a better mic. That's all I know. But yeah, this
All
this
right,
was this
dogs.
was a lot of fun. Glad to hear
We
everybody's
getting
opinions
out of
on it.
here.
Deuces, y'all.
Peace.